One from the Power Chat series. Today is the USA Sport Karate Deltona post show. Uh, Today's guest we have here is Sam Gonzalez. Sam, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you? Good morning.
Good, good. Good morning. Okay. This is your second time, I believe, coming on the Power Chat series back to back pretty quickly. So tell me how the tournament went.
So for me, at least, I competed in seven divisions, won five, lost in two. Um, it's just a learning process at that point. And the tournament itself, it ran pretty smoothly. I was in a division the entire day as a referee, and I had fun throughout.
Great. Okay. And then how did it run and what was some of the highlights?
Something that was very noticeable is the amount of people that were there. It was a North Region championship tournament, so people from Kissimmee, Poinciana, Orlando, Tampa, they were all there to support this Deltona tournament, which was really huge. Um, Throughout the entire day, I saw many people who don't really win for the first time. People who will hold down the division, they'll have a challenging run to the final. If in fighting or in forms, whatever the case was, they're always a challenge for everyone, and it was just a great experience overall.
So what's cool about that is that sometimes when you go to tournaments and you see somebody there, it's like, all right, you know who first, second, and third is going to be. But it wasn't the case at this tournament here.
In my opinion, no. You have the casuals who come in, show up, and they do their thing, but you have people who've been training all year, or at least from the beginning of the year, from to now, who like showed up today or that day for that
Hmm.
tournament.
Great. And the five divisions that you won, did any of them take you to grands?
No. So for every tournament, they usually only have fighting grands,
Okay.
and I lost fighting. I came second. I was just lazy. I stood there, and he got me with the back fist.
Does that mean that it was a close match?
Yeah, I lost 4-5.
Dang. Okay. All right. And it's hindsight's always 2020 when you're like, man, had I just moved my body, you know,
Yeah.
it would have been a different outcome. Who did you fight?
Can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
He just started coming. He's from Championship Martial Arts. He's a good competitor. He does extreme and creative. He beat me in creative. That's my other second loss. But overall, great guy. He's a lot bigger than me, so
Hmm.
it's very challenging as like a little short 5'5" guy trying to reach in to someone who is probably 5'10" at the minimum. So yeah.
Definitely a height difference there. You got to lean into your strengths. So this tournament brought out a lot of talent, a lot of competition. As a judge, you saw that as well. But were you able to just spectate some of? Did you have students there?
My team, Team Roshi International, I help support anyone I can from the school that we help. So my my coach Diego
Mhm.
Hernandez, he owns a school in Haines City, and there are kids from that school who never met me personally, but I know them. I see them every single day, and I'm like, hey, let me give you some tips on how to get away from that pump sidekick. I coached a kid for the first time in before COVID, and he got second place in fighting. Christian, he's on our team now, so
Nice.
congratulations to Christian. Uh, Luke Jones, he also won grands for his age group. He's also TRI. Uh, I love that kid. That kid always wins grands.
How does it feel to not be? How do I say this? So, how does it feel to just be able to support your teammates, coach them, and also kind of live through their successes and watch them relish in that as well as you have your own.
It's kind of a weird moment for me because I feel like my parents. I'm like,
Right.
dang, I see it now because they always complain to me, oh, I do too much. I do this, I do that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's nothing. And I see it in the kids I help out. I'm like, bro, just stay still, calm down. Like, relax, you're gonna get there. And then they're like bouncing around, like, calm down. The division's gonna start soon. You're gonna waste your energy. I see it even to this day. My dad tells me, "You do too much." My mom, "You do too much. Why are you doing this?" But yeah.
You better hope they're not watching the show because they're going to come back and give you a call and say, "Look, I told you so. You're finally recognizing my lessons that I'm teaching because you're telling your students that and your team." Okay, and so it was good you had people on your team there to support as well as coach. Speaking of coaching, some big news for you. Why don't you make your announcement as well? I mean, we'll get into it about the World Games.
So, literally yesterday, I announced that I am now a USA martial arts team coach. And what that entails is I'll be working with the other Florida coaches, Melanie and Jeremy Roque, to help them out in selecting and guiding the best of Florida to the World Games here in Daytona, July 29th to the 31st.
All right, so you're gonna have it's like talent acquisition, trying to find the best talent.
Yeah.
What in your eyes makes a good competitor for that, for anybody watching?
So the good thing about this opportunity is that uh, anyone and everyone in the States is allowed to compete for the World Games. All you have to do is sign up and show up, and we help you guide to be ready for the World Games. So there's a lot of kids in the Central Florida area
Mhm.
that come from Tampa. For me, instance, Fort Myers, I come all the way to Orlando to just train with the best, and that just overall improves not us as just a competitor, but as a group, because the World Games are just around the corner. They're in July, but this doesn't stop just at the World Games. It helps us prepare for years to come. In the end of the day, so yeah.
What was your reaction when you were told that you would be able to be a coach and a part of this?
It was so surreal because I always see myself as the kid of every single group that I am. Although I'm with the adults like Jeremy, uh, Mr. Drew Bisbee, I always see myself as way younger than them. So I never see myself as being able to do what they can do or given that same opportunity that they're given. And to me, I just take everything uh, greatly as a great opportunity for me because I have I want to show my ability to this next generation, and as a martial artist, that's all I look forward to, because as a black belt, you can't just stop at just getting your black belt. You have to help the next group, and the next group, and then the group after that. So yeah.
And it must be validating, I would say the word is, to have that generation look at you and say, "Hey, come join us so we can teach the next one."
Yeah, it's so validating seeing these kids who look up to you at every single tournament, and they come up to you. They have that personal connection with you now. Hey, Coach Sam, what can I help? What can I improve on? I'm like, you can look at this, is that. It's just so validating, like you said.
Overall, how has the USA Sport Karate circuit been to you, and what are the tournaments that you are going to be attending in the future?
So USA Sport Karate, I've been competing in their circuit for 12 years now. I've been a state and national champion for the past 12 years, and it shows. I'm now the USA martial arts coach now. It just helped me get there, and it is preparing me to compete at national circuit tournaments. In coming weeks, I'll be going to USA Sport Karate Battle at the Beach. Right
Mm.
after, I'm going to Battle of Atlanta. Right after that, I'm going to US Open. I'm doing everything.
Yeah,
And
and they're
after
all
that is
not
going to
too
be
far
World
away,
Games.
right there. The two Florida ones, one in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's good. The Battle at the Beach. I'm trying to think. Where is that in Miami or is that somewhere
That's
else?
in Fort Myers, actually. So this year, some of the proceeds are going straight to the Hurricane Relief Fund in Fort Myers. So if you register with their code for the hotel rooms and buy T-shirts at the event, I'm pretty sure those proceeds go to the relief fund for the Southwest Florida
Yeah.
uh, fun.
Talk about giving back. That's a great opportunity, especially because so many Floridians were affected by that hurricane, and also so many still are. But you guys
Yeah,
are
I can
fortunate.
say we still are because I'm in Fort Myers and
Okay.
you see rubble on the street all the time, like just driving by. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's been since September of last year and you
Mhm.
still can't fix this. But it's a work in progress at the end of the day. You can't change something overnight. Only God can do that, but you know.
True. So, well, okay. So you have a busy schedule coming up. When do your? I know you just announced, but when do your responsibilities for the World Games start? Since it's coming up soon.
So I know we have training every single month. The next training that I will be attending will be in Orlando, May 21st. It
Okay.
will be with Jeremy Roque at his school in Five Tenhams. Um, it will start from there. Even before me being announced as a coach, I was still one of the guys who is always told, "Hey Sam, help out."
Step up,
And
help out.
yeah, it was not really a thing of I was told. I was just there doing it naturally, and he's like, "Take over."
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like helping out to give people a break. So yeah.
Nice. All right. So overall, have you been to this USA Sport Karate one specifically before? The Deltona?
Yes, they've held it a couple years in a row now, and every single year it's a big crowd, big event, over 100 competitors all the time.
So consistency you're seeing.
Yeah, all
Awesome.
that.
Great. Okay. Well, Sam, is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you had super pressing that you wanted to tell people, or do we get to the biggest of the news?
I can't think off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fine because I'm sure I'll have you back on the show sometime again this season, this karate season. So I appreciate you coming on to talk about a little bit more, sharing your news as well. And you have some supporters in the comments that you'll have to look at.
Oh,
Okay,
I see my sister. Hi, sister. Hi,
I
Samantha.
figured that was your sister. And
They're
Bella
probably all
Quinn,
watching.
Diego Hernandez. So very nice. All right,
TRI.
everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Power Chat series. TRI, awesome.
Hi, Diego.
Okay, and tune in for the next one. I'm sure we'll have another one in the coming days. All right, have a good rest of your Wednesday, everybody.